It's a Oat Crusted Chickpea Cheesecake with Saskatoon Berry sauce. Go.
Take it away. All right. Yeah, it's an interesting way to do a crust. You don't have to use the date in the oats. I love the oats. I love the dates. It gives it a slight sweetness.
Because that's what this is. It's Manitoba oats.
Yes.
And so that's a really cool way to use oats that you wouldn't normally, like in a cheesecake crust.
Exactly.
That's what we've got here, dates and oats.
Yeah, and it's not an overly sweet cheesecake, which is nice. Sometimes you don't want to have something really tooth-meltingly sweet at the end of a multi-pulse menu.
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to start with some lemon juice. We're going to have a little tablespoon of cider vinegar.
What's with the vinegar, I have to ask?
Well,
why?
Okay, the vinegar honestly helps brighten the flavors. Okay, it brings out all that complexity of all these ingredients.
Takes what's there and sort of
lifts it up.
Gotcha.
Elevates me.
Cool.
Yes.
Learning.
We're gonna go with our maple syrup. Okay, we're gonna go with our chickpeas. And what these are canned chickpeas, rinsed and drained. You could totally use your dry chickpeas, soak them and cook them, let them chill and use them, of course.
Okay.
But if you're looking for some, ease and simplicity, go with the canned.
And what is that?
This here is the tahini sesame paste.
Oh, there's tahini
There's
in
tahini. There's coconut milk.
Wow.
And then, of course, we're going to go with some cornstarch. That just helps thicken the cheesecake because sans cheese, there's no cheese in this cheesecake.
Which I'm not gonna say I don't believe you. I do believe you. It just it looks, exactly like cheesecake.
It totally does.
Yeah,
okay.
and
now,
it's vegan. This is like it's vegan.
100% vegan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with cashews as well. Just kind of helps give that little bit of nuttiness. Mm-hmm. Okay. Some fresh lemon zest. Now, Des.
Yep.
Let the good times roll. So what you want to do?
Yes.
Is blend this till it's very smooth.
About 2 minutes.
It could take up to 2 minutes, but once you see that you have a very nice homogeneous mixture, you're good to go. Such as that right there.
Okay. Close enough.
Okay.
All right.
So now what you're going to do is you're going to take...
Like that looks so good. It really does.
That's
it looks
awesome.
amazing.
It's awesome.
Okay.
You're going to pour this over your crust.
Wow.
Okay. And what I have here is a 9-inch springform pan,
okay.
which I find just gives it a really nice thickness. It's not overly tall. It's also not like just, like a very skimpy, short stack of cheesecake. This is now going to go into the oven, okay?
How long do we bake that?
Well, it's going to take, honestly, I want to say about 45 minutes, but every oven is different.
Sure.
So 325, 45 minutes, check it a half an hour if it's still jiggling.
Yeah, you called it the jiggle test.
The jiggle test. I do the jiggle test. If that center is still liquid looking, leave it in longer.
Needs to go a bit longer.
Also, what you can do is, if you want to make sure that you kind of lessen some of the cracking, okay, and get a nice sort of moist heat in the oven, you could put a little sheet pan or a pot of water in while it's baking.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And that helps avoid the cracking? Is
Yeah,
that
it just sort of keeps the oven humid,
sure.
Okay, and doesn't dry out the cheesecake.
Okay.
All right. Now, for a topper on this one, I had to bust out the Saskatoon Berry Glaze. So that is just simply Saskatoon berries. I just put a little bit of water in there just to loosen them up. Mm-hmm. And then some cornstarch. You can go sugar or no sugar. That's up to you. Depends how sweet you want to keep it.
Okay, and I'm guessing you can use what other kinds of... So Saskatoon
blueberries, raspberries, blackberries.
Okay.
Hascap berries. Oh, that's another one that's Manitoban. Yeah, Hascap.
Hascap. All right, options. Always a lot of different interesting things that we're putting together, and the Oat Crusted Chickpea Cheesecake with Saskatoon Berry Sauce, no exception. So when we come back, we're going to chat about our recipes again one more time, but also we're celebrating Manitoba pulses and soybeans. We're going to meet one of the Manitoba families that brings this amazing product to your table right after this.
So cool.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, filmed on location at Supper Central at Kenaston Commons.